I think there's a big significance to the way we live up here as Inuit of the Arctic to the rest of the world. There's a global significance to what's happening here. And for us to be living on the land, hunting, fishing, gathering, and being so connected to our way of life has a great deal of significance, because we are, in fact, at the top of the world here, witnessing the melting of our planet firsthand and the fastest. And so we become that early warning for the rest of the world. And in fact, it is quite known now around the world and accepted that the Arctic is the health barometer for the planet. There will be major changes in that country as to how the citizens who are ahead of their own government, but perhaps it's time for even again the average citizen to, we can't hold their future hostage as a result of not thinking the way, the wisdom of the individual, the wisdom of the family, the wisdom of culture. You go into some of these global negotiations, UN forums, for example, the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change. The language in those halls of thousands of people, bureaucrats running around, is so technical, it is so political. It's about trading carbon sinks, emissions trading, where do we put the commas and the dots and, you know, cross the T's and so on. There is no heartbeat to these global negotiations. There's no human face. There has been no human face to them for many, many years. We have been strategizing, how are we ever going to put ourselves on the global map and make this not only a human issue, but how do we really make this as an issue where we feel our rights are being damaged and they are being violated? How do we do this? And because if we continue, if the ice and the snow continue to melt in the Arctic and we are less and less able to be out there hunting and being able to practice our way of life, our traditional way of life, then there's a whole bunch of things that start to become violated. Our right to culture, our right to health, our right to property, our right to subsistence.
What Ms. Coultier is very important. She has shown bold leadership in both issues that has to do with indigenous peoples, but also linking it to climate change. And I think she has shown us that some of the issues regarding the Arctic and the polar regions are not really about only melting ice, but it's about people and the impact and the human development it has on the world as a whole.
And we thought she deserved it, because it's almost a voice from the ice that comes and tells the rest of us living on this planet that whatever we do in our lives away from Canada, away from her people, affects her people and affects each and every one of us. And basically her message is, if you mess with my weather, you're affecting my people, you're affecting our lives. You're having an effect that can be negative for people that are living up north where it's cold. And I think it will help set an example for all voices from the world to be heard.